Hello, everybody. Welcome back to It's Ring Comics. Thank you for joining us again. This week is going to be episode 171. We're going to talk about Marvel Zombies. As always, tell your friends, your family, anyone who wants to listen to Idiots talk about comics. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and you can listen to us anywhere you get your podcasts. And as always, let's get into it.
And welcome to the best damn book club on the internet. My name's Ryan Talmadge. That's Davis Crocker. This is Two Idiots Reading Comics. And today, we are talking about Marvel Zombies.
Woohoo!
Second week of October.
Let's
Hope
go.
everybody's in the Halloween spirit. Again, we didn't decorate this year.
And again, it's
I guess
not
we
Christmas
did.
yet.
We did decorate a little bit.
Yeah, we're putting some stickers down.
We're going to sticker bomb our table. These are the only stickers we had, and it was the stickers we had made for the show.
Yeah, so we're figuring it out. We'll get there.
Yeah. But yeah.
We're always trying new things, trying to be different, trying to figure out.
By the time
anything.
this comes out, will Ahsoka be over? Or done?
Last.
So I'm going to let Davis talk about Ahsoka here in a little bit. But I am on episode 3 of season 2 of Rebels.
Yes, October 3rd. So it'll be the first 2 episodes of Ahsoka released. So the 6 episodes. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll air on Tuesday, October the 3rd. So yeah, a week.
Oh,
so a week before this.
A week ago it ended for y'all.
Yeah.
It's
so
not
the day
ended
are,
for us.
So the day are Something's Killing the Children came out.
Yeah. So how do you like it so far?
So to me, it's better than Boba Fett.
I see a lot of people gushing about it, and I see other people that are like, it's okay.
I honestly think the ones that are gushing about it are gushing because it's Ahsoka and I always forget the actress's name. That's playing Ahsoka.
Yeah. Why can't I remember her name? She was in Clerks 2. She was also in Daredevil and all the other.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah,
Rosario Dawson.
She's walked into a lot
she
of
wasn't Avatar,
nerdy
was she?
worlds.
Yeah.
No, that's
Gamora.
Yeah.
That's
she's walked in a lot of nerdy worlds.
Yeah.
So
to me, it's not as good as Mandalorian.
which season? Season 3, not great.
1 and 2. I would put it above season 3. It's above Boba Fett. What other Star Wars shows have come out? Andor. I like Andor a lot.
Andor, yeah.
It's below Andor. So far, it's below Andor.
Yeah.
Is that all the Star Wars shows so far?
I think so.
Yeah.
Other than the animated ones.
I won't. Keep the world
The
separate.
Filoni, or I guess
The Filoni verse.
the Filoni and Favreau live action verse. That apparently will end in a movie.
Yeah, I was talking. A guy I was working with this past week was talking about that, and I completely missed that they were going to do that. And he was just kind of saying
a Disney Plus movie. Or I don't know. It might.
I don't know. It may go to theaters.
That'd be bold to be like, oh hey, you know
Everything,
all those shows
everything
on
Disney Plus. Here's a movie about it.
Yeah.
My thing about it is like, his idea was that they were going to tie the 3 groups together, everybody
Boba,
together. Yeah, Mando and Ahsoka.
Yeah.
But they already have.
Yeah.
So
Well, I guess Boba never met Ahsoka, so.
No, I guess not. But I guess.
Well, I take that back. Technically, in Clone Wars, I think they've come cross paths a little bit.
Yeah, while he
back
was
when
a
he was a
kid.
kid.
Yeah. I think they crossed a few times. You know the big bad that's coming in Ahsoka. He's the big bad. He's the big bad.
I've heard his name,
He's the big
and
bad.
I've seen
that's
pictures
coming.
of him, but I haven't gotten to him in Rebels yet.
He's 100% happening.
Yeah.
What capacity he will be happening at, we don't know.
Because they mention him. They mention him in Mando season 3.
Yeah, we don't know if Thrawn is going to be like how much he's going to be in Ahsoka yet, or if everything's going to lead up to finding him.
Or is that going to be the movie?
That's what I'm sitting here running through my head. Is this going to lead up to getting to him, finding him, and then he's going to regroup, and then the Filoni, I'm calling it the Filoniverse, and I'm sure it's not the right word, is
The
then going
problem
to
is
go
when
after
you say Filoniverse, it also includes Clone Wars and Rebels.
live animation
Yeah.
since Mandalorian.
Yeah.
If then they're all going to get together and try to stop him before he ever gets to the New Republic.
Yeah.
Because
Although,
current canon,
technically, they
canon,
gotta stop what's his face first. From black guy from Mandalorian that wants to play Professor X.
God,
we are bad with names.
dadgummit, I'm so bad. Because she just got him out. At the end of Mandalorian, she broke him out, right?
No,
No, they killed him.
they were trying to take back
Moff
Mandalore.
Gideon.
Did they kill him? I would have to watch the last episode again. But they were trying to take back Mandalore,
I don't
and
remember
they found
if they...
his secret base.
Correct. I really don't remember if that... Because Grogu does the Force bubble.
I honestly, it was so bad, I forgot how that ended.
I know, man. There was such good parts of that show.
It was literally the last episode.
But then, as a whole, it was like y'all had all this, and it just.
I remember him talking to the council, and someone being like, "Is Admiral Thrawn actually coming back?"
Because again, this is kind of playing with the new canon.
Yeah.
Canonically, right now, Thrawn.
They're all playing.
Is not doing anything.
6.
Yeah, everything's after episode 6. Thrawn has not done anything yet that we know of. He could have done something. I honestly have no idea. Don't know what's coming. In old canon, there is a thing called Heir to the Empire, and it is Thrawn running the show. Like, he gets groups of ex-Imperials together and actually tries to attack the New Republic even before the First Order comes back.
Yeah.
And again, of course, it fails, and they all stop him, and I don't remember who all's involved. But he's the last Grand Moff left. Not Grand Moff. No, Grand Moff Thrawn, right?
I don't know.
Thrawn.
I know Grand Moff Tarkin. Is that like a rank in the
It's
army?
a rank. Grand Moff is a rank.
Okay.
Yeah, Grand Admiral Thrawn. He's an admiral. He's third in command behind him and behind Darth Vader.
Okay.
Call him and Vader. Yeah, he's third in command. So it was Palpatine, Vader, him.
Thrawn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the show currently, but I could see the movie doing that. That's the only way a movie would work, though, is going after doing like an Heir to an Empire-esque thing. Currently, the show seems like one of those that each individual episode has high points in it.
Yeah.
The episode themselves, fine. No, it was okay.
Yeah.
You go back and piece the episodes together, and you go, oh, okay, well, this piece from episode 1 really tied to episode 2. This piece from episode 2 is really tied to episode 4.
Sounds like
it really doesn't need to be 8 episodes.
Yeah.
Which
has kind of been the Achilles heel of the entire.
They could honestly,
Filoniverse.
so far, now, unless things have happened in episode 5 that are, I've already seen 1 or 2 spoilers, and it gets kind of wild.
Yeah.
But again, the entire episode, it's just focused on this one thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the stuff happens at the end of it. So it's like, it feels like a murder mystery type story.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you're getting the clues to go find stuff, and each episode gives you a new clue and a new piece of the puzzle. And it's like, okay, like I said, so everything is just building and building and building. So as a whole, at the end of this, it might move up the list for me.
Yeah.
Currently, it's a little slow. It's just kind of stagnant. My only gripe is Rosario Dawson being Ahsoka looks great. It's good. I'm not a big fan of how slow they're making her. Like when she's talking, it's just real calm and.
Well, she's older and wiser.
She is, but it's like, I don't know. I'm used to snips. I'm used to Clone Wars. Oh, just hot off the cuff, going.
Well, I've seen already in the few episodes she's been in Rebels. She is way more mature in the leader.
Yeah, and it just compounds on that now. So it's not a big a deal. It's just kind of Okay, fine.
I mean, her master was the most reckless,
most
dude.
villainous,
I mean,
deadly.
I wouldn't say that. It was just
what?
when he was a Jedi, he was already the most
even
like
even just as a Jedi.
act and think about consequences later type of guy. So it makes sense.
Most reckless, off the cuff,
Yeah,
craziness that you could be.
yeah,
and then
look how that turned out.
Then became the most deadliest, feared man / cyborg in the universe.
I will say, while we are talking about Star Wars, I finally finished Clone Wars, and then I had to go watch Tales of the Jedi.
Did you watch Bad Batch?
Not yet.
You skip Bad Batch?
I was trying to get caught up for Ahsoka. I needed Ahsoka's story.
Rebels doesn't.
Yeah.
Bad Batch is its own entity right now.
Tales of the Jedi, though, the 3 episodes they did for Count Dooku are fucking awesome.
Dude.
Probably.
Dude, he killed Yaddle.
Yeah.
No one knew, like, before of course, old canon, no one really knew what happened. I mean, I'm sure there was something that happened, they said, but once they decanonized it was like, oh yeah, she was on the council in the first episode, but then wasn't there in the second movie. And it's like, oh, it's because Dooku killed her to become Palpatine's apprentice.
Yeah, but it's honestly probably just watching him go from, in like his first episode, we're here to do what the council and the Senate has told us to do. Yep. And then you see him realizing how bad that senator is treating that planet.
Yep.
And you just see him fall, like,
understanding, like, this isn't like us.
This isn't what we're supposed to be doing. Disillusioned with the Jedi Order.
Well, and the fact that the Jedi want peace and prosperity and to be their own independent entity, yet they have aligned themselves with the Republic.
Yeah.
And so whatever the Republic asks, they do.
Yeah.
As long as it's not killing anybody, they're like, whatever the Republic asks, they just do.
Police
they're the Gestapo pretty much of the Republic.
Yeah.
And you look back
CIA,
on it.
FBI.
Yeah. You look back on it and go, you're not wrong.
Yeah, and
because the entire Clone Wars is a Republic's fight that the Jedi have no business being in.
Yeah,
and they literally just jump on the Republic side, or not jump on. They are on the Republic side. And they just keep staying there.
Yeah, and like those 3 episodes have already like jumped into probably my top 3 Star Wars things, to be honest.
Yeah, I definitely could say that. It was a good expounding on story. Ahsoka's episodes were okay.
Yeah,
because it was.
I think they just played off of the fantastic ending of Clone Wars.
Yeah, they just tied those in because it was 3.
The first one was
Dooku.
like her as a baby.
Yeah,
and then you do all 3 Dooku's, and then you get 2 more for Ahsoka.
Yeah, what's the second one of Ahsoka?
I
know the one where I know the last one's where she's on the planet and she fights the Sith and she kills the Sith and gets a saber. Not the Sith, the Inquisitor, and gets his saber.
The second one is basically she's about to take the Jedi test or whatever, and Anakin's like, "This is dumb training, blah blah blah. It's not gonna work." And then so Obi-Wan's like, "Okay, well you train her."
Oh,
and that's where like he just stands her in a circle
and they just
shoot at her until
her
she
stun
gets better.
And you finish Clone Wars, right?
Yes.
So you've seen Order 66 in Clone Wars. When she's standing on the table getting shot at is the exact like
which they flash back to.
Yeah, and that's the like that's kind of the point of the tales. It's like Anakin trained her, not that they were going to turn on her, but that the Jedi
to be completely surrounded.
But yeah, for a Jedi to fall, being surrounded is the easiest way.
Yeah, and
it was just kind of a cool nod to like that's how she survived that attack. It was only 6 episodes, right?
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm seeing these clips from Ahsoka online where it's Hayden Christensen with Ahsoka, and I'm just like, oh fuck. So
yeah, that should have been my shit list. The day it came out, the morning it came out. Every Star Wars page I follow, that was the first thing.
Really?
So for episode 4, that morning it came out.
You already knew.
That was the first thing. Was him on screen in the realm in where she meets him.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there going, It was first, like, you know how Instagram sometimes are used to, if you had multiple pictures,
Yeah.
if you scrolled past it, the first one would then become the second one.
Yeah.
Like if you went back to that, like if you were scrolling back through it, all of a sudden swap to the second one. Well, all my pages would used to do spoiler, and then do it.
Oh, yeah.
No, first fucking picture. Just only picture. And it was just like, oh, wow. And it's his fiction. I'm like,
motherfucker.
Really? Y'all couldn't.
I had to go to work, motherfucker.
Like, not even 24 hours. Morning of happening. And that was
That's because they stayed up to 3 a.m. to watch.
Yeah. And shit like that. It's like, y'all can't give people 24 hours. I get, like, any spoilers, of course, from...
Well, no, they need clicks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, of course, any spoilers from movies that I haven't seen for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, that's on me for not seeing them.
Yeah.
But,
Miles Morales.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
But morning of, scrolling through, waiting to watch it that night, and I get and it busts it the first thing.
Oh, wrestling's horrible. Well, for one, the company I watch, AEW, tweets out their shit as it goes on.
Yeah.
Like, to the point where you don't really have to watch the show.
Jeez.
And
a little too much active.
Yeah, their biggest pay-per-view of the year was All In, and where they damn near got very close to selling out Wembley. And
wow.
It happened, of course, since it was in England. It was happening.
It's 12.
It started like
hours,
noon here. And I was at my nephew's baseball tournament that day, and I was like, I knew as soon as noon hit, I was like, well, I don't get to go on Twitter right now.
It's like, I cannot see this now.
Yeah.
But
yeah, we did read a book this month.
Oh, we did do that.
Which one did you say it was?
Marvel Zombies.
Marvel Zombies. Okay, I do have a take on this, but
I
go ahead and
do
credit.
So we got a writer, Robert Kirkman, artist Sean Phillips, colorist June Chung, letterer Virtual Calligraphy's Randy Gentile, 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 cover artist Arthur Sudam, Suydam. So, one, I thought Marvel Zombies came out many, many years ago.
No.
This copyright's 2017.
I thought it was before that.
This copyright, maybe this is a collected edition.
Collected edition. I want to say it was around. It was around the time Walking Dead started popping off.
Because
they got the Walking Dead guy to come do Marvel Zombies.
Oh yeah, it's
Robert Kirkman. Which is the only thing I will say, because basically my take on this was, I don't like when zombies are sentient and communicate.
Yeah, I mean, did you read the little blurb from Robert Kirkman?
I did not.
I read like the first paragraph.
Yeah.
And it literally says, I didn't even really want to do this book. From Robert Kirkman. Now, it may go on to say, it's like, it's 2 pages of him writing, which,
yeah.
Do we really? Oh, there it is. Robert Kirkman, the zombie guy. Robert, the zombie guy, Kirkman, Backwoods, Kentucky, June 2006.
Yeah.
So that puts the comic style a little better, because I was like, man, this is a 17. They went really odd with the comic style.
I will say, I don't like my zombies communicating and be able to talk and all that shit. I like it to be about the story of the people surviving the zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
But Robert Kirkman is probably the closest thing. If you have a zombie writing hierarchy, Mount Rushmore,
he's 1-1.
I mean, I guess the guy who would invented him would probably.
Well, no. Then, sure. Okay.
Then probably whoever wrote Dawn of the Dead. I think Robert Kirkman is the most recent addition to that. Like, he is the newest guy on that.
I like that.
Like, he definitely deserves to be on the Mount Rushmore.
True.
But there's not. It's not the only one to do great zombie stuff.
True.
So, me second guessing him about a zombie book is a little asinine. I didn't like Zack Snyder's zombie movie for Netflix either, because they were a little bit the one where they took over Vegas and they have to go break out. Someone left a bunch of money in a casino vault, and they got that crew to go in there.
Movie.
Yeah, it was.
I did not like that. Yeah,
but in there, the zombie, not to the level of this book,
yeah,
but the zombies started to communicate. Like there was a zombie king. And I was just like, yeah, this is kind of dumb.
So, and that's my biggest
Because I'm like, who the fuck am I supposed to be rooting for here? Zombies are.
I don't know if it's
antagonist.
a gripe about this, but like the survivors of this, there's 6 maybe that we see in this whole thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, superpowered people are becoming zombies
that kept their powers.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, like Wolverine has a healing factor, but the zombie virus is decaying him.
I almost thought he should have been a survivor just because of that.
Exactly.
But then you just have Wolverine fighting a bunch of low strength characters. Although him getting trapped and surrounded, which is always the threat of zombies, and them just continuing to eat them because he keeps regrowing fast enough.
Ooh.
Kind of fucking crazy.
That was cool. Now, these zombies don't die. You pretty much have to completely disintegrate the body.
When they took the second chunk out of Captain America's head, I think he did die. Second chunk of brain. Because someone pointed out, is like, depending on what part of the brain you injure, you can still live.
True. I'm trying to see. He's there.
But towards the end, I think someone like rips
the other part. They're fighting Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
I wonder if it was when they went for Galactus's.
Yeah. Although I did kind of want Galactus to turn into a zombie.
Oh, I thought that was what was happening.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought that
no way they could eat him fast enough for him to not turn.
Yeah, because they would eat. They'd eat half or a part of his arm, and then he would turn into a zombie.
Yeah.
My thing about the zombie part is if you have to bite somebody to turn them into a zombie, but then you eat their entire body, how do you then have the zombies there were to begin with?
And it all just determine is there enough left of you to still be a functioning zombie?
Okay.
Basically, is the brain still intact?
True.
Because, like, even in The Walking Dead, the first episode, and you see that lady zombie where she's literally just, like, arms and shoulders and head.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. I don't know. They were a little too. To me, it was a little too sentient zombie. Like,
yeah, no.
Okay, if you eat,
Hank Pym was literally trying to figure out.
Yeah, if you eat the flesh, then you become you.
Yeah.
Just your body. You can sit there and just watch your body decay, and you have no pain.
It was almost like Robert Kirkman got to Marvel and was like, "Wait, y'all just want me to do another zombie book?"
Yeah.
And then he was just like, "Well, it's not gonna be The Walking Dead because that's what that is." And
yeah,
I'm just gonna be something. Looks like something he just had fun with, which is fine.
True. Okay, Red Skull reached in his head, yanked out his brain. I'm trying to get to the last frame where. Okay, yeah, that's how they killed him. Okay, all right. I skipped that. I not skipped it, but I missed that.
Yeah.
So not just the sentientness, they all apparently retain their powers.
Yeah.
And can
which is dumb because
powers from
which is dumb because Iron Man doesn't have superpowers.
But his brain. I mean,
yeah.
Brain power. I mean,
he should be a zombie trapped in a Iron Man suit.
But they're sentient, apparently.
So that's where it's just like
it is not.
Because what about all the other people in the universe? It is
not the zombie story I was expecting when I started reading this.
Yeah.
Because when they first started talking to Magneto, I was like, okay,
that shouldn't happen.
That's weird. Yeah. And then they just got smarter.
Yeah.
Not smarter, but
I don't like
smart
zombies.
They just kept talking and like trying to prove out stories and prove out this. It's like y'all are really taking this to an extreme level of well, hell, even at the end when Magneto's crew of whatever with some really questionable costume choices, has Jane pin, Wasp's head
Yeah.
in a cyborg body.
Yeah.
Talking to them casually.
How can she not
walking around?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It got very weird.
Yeah.
And then they can also inherit powers or collect powers
from Galactus. Yeah.
Well, got it from Silver Surfer first, which then
yeah.
allowed them to take out Galactus and destroy everybody's heads and skulls, and then just flying off and eating new worlds. They became Galactus, but zombie form.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a for fun comic.
Oh, it's definitely a for fun comic.
Yeah.
And it was really fast. It was really fast to read. I mean,
if you try to stick to the zombie canon, it just falls apart real quick.
Oh yeah, this is definitely one of those that you have to throw out all assumptions.
I am just kind of like
zombie-ness away.
I am just kind of maybe this was like in the middle of peak zombie craze, but also I'm just kind of like this is what everybody was hyping up.
Yeah, I mean, because isn't the what if? Don't they have a whole? I still
they have
never
a whole
finished what if.
And eventually it all ties back together.
Yeah, but they have a whole zombie thing. Are they sentient in that?
It's been so long since I've seen it.
Because, well, in Multiverse of Madness, which was madness to watch, he re-zombifies and it's sentient with powers.
Yeah, but I thought that was him
was that a
dealing
weird
with dark magic.
Was that a weird necromancer type
Yeah, I think
deal?
so.
Yeah, true. It's weird. I'm glad I read it. I'm also glad it was free on Comixology. Yeah, I am really glad it was free.
Yeah.
Because if I had paid, and again, it was only like $7.
Yeah.
I would not have really been happy to even paid the $7 to read this.
No. Let's just say, most likely next Halloween, we already have Walking Dead, Something's Killing Children. Lock and Key might work its way into a continuous.
We got 2 weeks before we talk about that. And yeah. It's,
well, we already.
Or we can talk about it. It honestly doesn't matter. We make our own schedule.
I still want Ultimate Spider-Man, but there is only 6 volumes of Lock and Key, so we've already done 2.
We've already done 2.
Yeah.
It'd be quick.
It would be quick. And they are. Maybe we're talking about Lock and Key too much right now, but at the Deep.
Oh, you found it?
They have what they call Master Edition or something like that. Very nice hardcovers.
I was looking for stuff the last time I was in there.
It's not like on the shelves. It was like
I didn't even think about looking for.
You know where they keep their omnibus by the stairs?
Yeah.
There's a display case, and they're just kind of like facing you. But they only had one copy of 1, 2, and 3. Number 1 had some gook on it. But I just go and see if you like that format, and then order it online.
Oh yeah,
because they're nice looking. But that is it for Marvel Zombies. If you want to read a good, if you want to go read a good Robert Kirkman zombie book, go read The Walking Dead.
Yeah,
which we'll get to at some point this month.
Yeah. Which, if we're talking about Lock and Key, be our continuous, we leave it at week 4. Talk about Walking Dead Zombies next.
Okay.
And
so we'll talk about it next week.
Hits up Kirkman real quick.
Do you see him?
Huh?
Are you looking at him?
There was like 15 different ones that just came up.
Gotcha.
Honestly not sure how this became. Like I've always heard of Marvel Zombies. Like, oh yeah, this is great. Like this was so cool. And it's like, not sure where everybody was getting this was so great from. But
shit list though. I will say mine is already about sports.
So is mine.
Today, as of the time of recording, is week 2 of the NFL. And I'm a Raiders fan, and I'm sick and tired of fucking Josh McDaniels. He wasn't a good coach when we hired him.
How long has he been there?
3 years?
Or
yeah.
4?
3.
Well, he had to finish the season that...
No, that's the guy who probably should have got the job. He was our special teams coordinator.
That's right. And then they hired Daniels.
Yeah.
He finished the season, then they hired that. Yeah.
He's the guy that got the head coaching job. He was always the Pats OC. Got the head coaching job at Denver. Won his first 6 games, and then went 2 and like 17 or something like that.
Jesus.
Then went back to be the Pats OC. took the Colts head coach job, and then 3 days later said, actually, never mind, I don't want to do that. Never officially signed.
Yeah.
That's when the Colts hired Frank Reich after that. But left them high and dry. Stayed the Pats OC, and then came and took the Raiders job after John Gruden was a fucking idiot.
Yeah. And where's that guy now?
John Gruden?
No, not Gruden. The guy that left the Pats you were talking
Josh
about.
McDaniels?
Yeah.
He's still our head coach.
No. Oh, he's the one that left the Colts high and dry. And I thought you were talking about the special teams coordinator.
No.
Gotcha now.
The special teams coordinator is now assistant head coach and special teams coordinator of the Green Bay Packers.
Not bad.
Yeah. But yeah, no. He fucking sucks. He traded away our best players.
Hell, ran half of them off.
Darren Waller, our all-pro defensive end, Chandler Jones right now. We just gave him a contract extension. Came back for like 2 weeks of camp, and apparently Josh McDaniels did something to piss him off. He's like, I don't ever want to play for Josh McDaniels or the Raiders ever again.
After getting a contract extension. God.
And a raise. And then
how bad? Well, we know how bad a coach can
the
be.
The best white wide receiver in the league right now, Hunter Renfrow, they just refuse to target and have tried to trade him. Apparently traded Darren Waller because he didn't get invited to his wedding that he was keeping small and low key.
Didn't invite the coach to.
Yeah, like I think he had it was just like majority family.
Yeah.
And didn't like make it a big deal. And Josh McDaniels found out and is rumored that is the reason why he traded him to the Giants for a 3rd round pick. Like there's 5 just absolutely amazing tight ends in the NFL, and he's one of them.
And traded him away.
Yeah,
for
like you could literally name it's like Travis Kelce, George Kittle, Darren Waller, Mark Andrews, and Dallas Goedert. Those are top 5 in the NFL. And we traded one for a 3rd round pick.
Yikes.
Yeah. So fuck Josh McDaniels and fuck Mark Davis. Although, just go ahead and sell the entire team to Tom Brady because everywhere he goes, he wins.
Yeah.
Like even when he was a kid. It's like scientifically proven when he moves to your city, your team start winning.
True. I do remember that when Tom said he bought this, he's like, they made a big deal of saying he bought a piece that gives him no power to do anything.
No.
He's literally just getting revenue shares.
Yeah.
But
because Mark Davis can't pay the inheritance tax from where his father and now mother own the entire team.
Jeez. Well, when they're worth $5 billion.
Yeah, like the worst run franchise just sold for like 4 or 5 or 6 billion.
4.7 billion, I think.
Yeah.
And we bought it for like 1.
Yeah, he bought it for
less
like,
than 1 billion.
Bought it for like 100 million.
Yeah.
He bought it for like a
trash.
500 million. I don't know.
And he made more. He made bukus of money. And made the team worse.
Yeah.
Literally ran it into the ground.
Yeah.
But sorry, folks, if we're talking too much sports, but mine's going into sports. So this is Sunday after week 3 of college football.
South Florida.
Alabama's wonderful showing against the University
How did y'all end
Florida.
up going to South Florida?
Oh, man, they had that schedule. It was one of those, like...
back when they were good?
No, it wasn't even that. It was one of those, they pick a team, like Texas. They picked Texas to play them 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, like, oh, we're going to play this team a home and away series this year, in these years. And it was scheduled so long. I mean,
Auburn was technically supposed to have one for Miami in 2030 and 2031.
Yeah.
I hope those don't get canceled. I want to go to Miami.
If the craziness of the conference realignments keep happening,
sure.
They may just be in the same fucking conference.
I hope so.
I could totally see Miami, Florida State. I don't even know who the 4th one, but I could see 4 easily.
Either North Carolina or Duke, just purely based off basketball.
North Carolina. I'd take North Carolina, I think you could carry your football and basketball well enough.
Yeah.
Either way, they would come over and easily walk into the SEC with no problem.
Yeah.
Well, Bama went down to the great city of Tampa Bay and shit themselves.
Yeah.
And Alabama fans, well, even before the season, it was, oh, well, Saban's dynasty is over. It's dead and done. It's like, folks, I mean, his dynasty is a dynasty. It's you can't take it away from him. You can't say it didn't happen. It did happen. It's just time for a new regime. And I do believe that there are cracks in the facade, and it's going to get rough. But fans are calling for blood, and he needs to quit and retire and go home. It's like,
I think he needs to Joe pot this shit. Just stay forever until some real scandal gets him out of there.
I hope that doesn't happen.
Or he can Shook Jordan it, or no, Pat Dye it, where he sticks around and
just runs it from behind the doors. Yeah.
And
that he probably will.
That bugs the shit out of all the current coaches.
Yeah, that he will probably 100% do. He'll sit there. Oh, didn't Tennessee Fulmer do that?
Fulmer.
Yeah, he tried to do it. No, he became the AD.
He was the head coach, and I guess they fired him on some bullshit, and then now he's come back, and he's the AD, and I think seems like he's hired a good one, although after last night, maybe,
Dumbass. Either way, but it's just, the shit will get resolved. It will be fixed. We ain't going for a championship this year, but my God, it gets kind of... I think what's bad now is that new Alabama fans, even kids growing up since the 2000s, all they know is Bama winning. Kind of like USC always won, or Texas, or I saw the shit shows.
You saw the shoe layer.
I saw fucking Auburn win 6 fucking straight Iron Bowls.
It's fucking awesome.
And Saban still ain't even come close to that. Saban's record is 2 in a row. As great as Saban is, has still only ever put 2 Iron Bowls in a row.
Ain't no way. He lost in 07. He won... Yeah, he won 08-09.
That's 2.
And then we won in 10.
Uh-huh.
He won in 11 and 12.
He's won 9.
Then we won in 13.
He's won 9 of the last 13.
Then we won in 13. 14 and 15, I feel like. I feel like 14, 15, and 16. Y'all won.
Okay, that's still only 2.
That's 3. 14, 15, 16?
Okay, maybe 3. Let's see. We're getting so off topic.
Then somewhere in 17, 18, 19 is where Jarrett Stidham and Bo Nix were.
Bama. 20 Bama.
19
Bama.
Oh, that's
48, 45. That was the one I was hoping they could score like 4 more points and it would be a 100-point game. Where'd it go? That was 19.
Lost.
Huh?
That's the one Bo lost.
Yeah. That was his freshman year, wasn't it?
No, his freshman year he won.
18 he won?
Yeah, 19 he won.
I'm looking at 19 he lost.
Okay, 18 he won.
So that was 3 in a row, 19.
Yeah. Stidham won 1.
18 Bama won.
Yeah, Stidham won 17.
So that's 4.
Yeah.
Auburn won 17.
Yeah. I want to say 17 is the year.
Then 16 Bama.
I want to say 17 is the year we beat you and Georgia back to back.
That's prayer at Jordan Herring kick 6.
No, that's 13.
God, that happened that many years ago?
Yeah, 17 was Stidham beat y'all and Georgia back to back. We lost to Georgia in the SEC championship. Y'all go to the playoff anyway and beat Georgia in the national championship.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So Bama's got 4. So
yeah.
Okay. Well, either way.
But 6 in a row. I'm just so happy.
I'll never forget Fear the Thumb. I'll never forget that.
And then we got to do it again the next year.
Huh?
Because we went Fear the Thumb.
Well, I don't remember what the catchphrase was. Oh, did you just do Fear the Thumb again?
Yeah, we just did Fear the Thumb again.
It's such an original cow college.
Or I guess no.
Such an original.
It's not because you start on the thumb. So
no, you don't. You start on your index finger.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Sure, if you're a cow college, you start on your thumb.
You keep saying that like you didn't grow up in the cow college area.
I pretty much did.
Yeah.
Like, literally every veterinarian shit was everybody's from Auburn.
But no.
But either way,
I haven't seen
football
Bama fans
is not
this scared in a long time, and I'm enjoying it.
After Friday, I like the announcers like, oh well, this isn't a championship winning team. I'm like, this ain't a fucking 500 team. This ain't a fucking 6-6 team out here.
I don't know. My biggest fear is that it just pisses Saban off, and he's
just watch the fucking revenge.
Kind of like how
season.
the Pats did, where they had a lull in the middle,
Yeah,
and then reeled off 3 more Super Bowls.
Yeah, just watch a fucking revenge saga happen.
Not happy about it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Y'all are still ranked in like the top 15.
Still 12th though.
Yeah,
13th. and
what are the
lost to Texas? Only beat South.
What are
Florida
currently
by,
the 3 undefeated SEC teams?
Currently?
Oh, I guess there's 4.
Georgia, Florida. No, Florida lost to Utah.
There's
Georgia. 4. LSU. No, LSU lost to Florida State. No, Arkansas lost to BYU. A&M.
2 East, 2 West. No, A&M lost to Miami.
Oh, that's right. So Georgia. Kentucky.
No. Let me see.
There you go.
There might be 5.
I guess you don't want me to look it up then.
No. I want you to guess. There might be 5.
Georgia?
Do you not have an iPhone?
Huh?
No, this isn't. This is not. Yeah, it is. Okay.
ESPN. You found it?
I'm close.
Okay. Georgia, Auburn.
Hold on. Okay, there's 5. 3 in the East.
Ole
2 in the West.
Ole Miss, Auburn, Missouri.
Yes.
That's a weird one. Georgia.
Yeah. And you had the other one, right?
I don't remember.
Kentucky.
Okay.
If I told you at the beginning of the season that would happen.
I would have called you a crazy nincompoop.
Yeah.
Did 8?
And there's only.
I don't even remember the
There's
A&M.
only 4. No, there's 5 ranked.
I don't even remember the A&M Miami game. Was that week 1?
No, it was last.
Was that last weekend?
Yeah. There was another good game on.
Okay, I had to work that day. That's why I missed that game.
Yeah. No. And I assume y'all shit list as us. We're talking about sports on a comic book podcast.
Yeah.
We
don't see each other that much.
Yeah, no. But that's it for this week. Did you say we're doing Walking Dead next week?
Walking Dead and
Walking
a quiz.
Dead Volume 3.
Woohoo!
And quiz. I'll be asking Davis questions. Yeah. So we'll see y'all next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.